Hi, I'm Lisa Hayden with Community Focus on Washington County, Channel 6 Central Kentucky TV. And our guests today are Lisa Williams and Teresa Tedder, who are just going to tell us all about themselves, who are with the Mid-Kentucky Arts. So, I'm just going to leave it to you to tell me everything going on. And Lisa, all I could say is we're delighted to have you back for this performance, because we know you're a New York star, and so it's really good to have you back.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm just so excited to be here. It's always a pleasure to come home to Kentucky and to be with such amazing creative artists. And Teresa Tedder is one of the best. So
Teresa is the conductor, composer, and the
You're embarrassing.
Director of Mid-Kentucky Arts, who's just a fabulous pianist. And so, Teresa, perhaps you could tell us about the upcoming production.
Sure. We've got concerts coming up on the next 2 Sundays, on April the 23rd and on the 30th at 3 o'clock at St. Catherine Hall. The title of these concerts is Coming Home. We wanted to bring back some of our soloists from years gone by and feature them once again in a concert. So we have Lisa Williamson, Scott Burris, a tenor, Mark Monroe, a tenor, Robin and Kirk Mays from Bardstown, a precious couple that have sang with us for several years, Judith Youngblood, alto from Louisville, and help me, Lisa, is that I think that's everybody.
I think that's everybody.
Yeah. So we've got some of our best and definitely our favorite soloists coming back.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you think about that, of course, you know, Lisa, and I know Susan Spalding can't be with us today, and she, of course, was the inspiration and the catalyst for the formation of the Mid-Kentucky Arts.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And I don't know, let's see, how long ago has that been since that started?
1999 or 97. We're right at 20 years.
Okay. And Lisa, you were one of the first, and I said Williams a while ago, and I meant Williamson.
That's all right. No.
So, you were one of the first.
Well, I came here, I think it was maybe a couple years after, maybe 3 years after. I'm not quite sure, but I was in school and came down to help with a concert and have kind of been here
Ever since.
So it really is a second home for me.
They were able to bring in a group from Indiana University, and the students came and stayed for several days and did some workshops in the area schools, and so that's how Susan met some of these musicians.
Yes, and I wasn't part of that group. I came after that. So,
Right.
but it was great that they came down here. And
So you came from Indiana.
Yes.
Indiana University? Okay. And so, so this Coming Home will feature a lot of these performers, artists that have gone on to other things now. And so are you all, first of all, going to sing some of the old favorites, or what's going on with the show?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Scott is going to sing Bring Him Home from Les Mis, and he sings it so beautifully. And Judith is going to sing I've Got You Under My Skin. So we've got some Cole Porter in there, and just some beautiful things. I think Mark is singing from My Fair Lady, On the Street Where You Live. And so it's just, it's pretty incredible. And I think Robin and Kirk are going to sing a new song, Coming Home, which is just so appropriate for the concert.
Yeah.
So, and it's so beautiful.
Yeah. Now that Coming Home song, is that who?
Janet Ivanko?
Jackie Ivanko.
Yes, thank you. And it was written about coming home from Afghanistan, I think, about a soldier coming home.
Okay.
And so they will do that as a duet, and it will be fantastic.
Yes.
Lisa and Scott are going to do The Prayer, which was an all-time favorite for years and years and years at our concerts. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. I'm really looking forward to it. So these performers have, for example, yourself, have gone on to stardom. So
Well, I don't know.
tell us about that.
But well, I'm in New York now, and it's just been a great opportunity to just, see what I can see and see what can happen. And so I'm singing with different opera companies and different orchestras, and just pursuing that, auditioning, and just doing as much as I can.
Yeah.
So it's very exciting. I'm
Yeah.
very blessed. I feel very blessed and very privileged to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now, well, what about the soundtrack?
I had an opportunity to do the soundtrack for a feature film, so that's my first feature film. And
Wow.
it was a lot of fun. It debuted at the Manhattan Film Festival last year, and I was fortunate enough that when one of the directors saw me in the audience, he asked me to stand up after the showing, and it was just a very sweet thing for him to do, because he didn't have to do that. So
Yeah.
I was rather shocked, but
Well,
but it
you're
was very
certainly
thrilling.
most deserving, and then I would expect him to recognize you. And then you are performing in orchestra in
Just different orchestras around
mm-hmm.
the country, and then I had the privilege of singing at Carnegie Hall 3 different times this year.
Wow.
Supporting other artists, and so that was really another privilege. You just feel like some great opportunities, and I think I'm just grateful to really have that privilege. Yeah.
well, when they say you get to Carnegie Hall, that's the ultimate. I understand.
Well, I had made my debut a while ago, and as a soloist, and the fun thing too was to be able to come back. And one of the things I'm so grateful for is that each work that I've done there has been a spiritually based event. So it's really nice to be able to go back and do that, and sing praises in Carnegie Hall. It's quite an opportunity. So, yeah.
I bet very moving, as you said, very emotional in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
Well, that's the way
absolutely.
I consider the Mid-Kentucky Arts, the concerts, very moving, very, very beautiful, and very
yeah.
emotional.
Yeah.
And
Such positive messages too. That's important, I think.
Yeah. And it's going to be at St. Catherine Hall which is a part of the St. Catherine Mother House.
Yes.
Of course, we don't have our college in operation, as you well know.
Yeah.
But luckily, we still have beautiful St. Catherine Hall, and where we have
And we have the arts and music coming from the Mother House, and
Yeah.
so
yeah,
that's extraordinarily important to
Yes.
us.
exactly, yeah. Because Teresa, you of course still have an office there, and you're in charge of the arts. And but now you're under the auspices of the city.
Mid-Kentucky
Too.
came under the umbrella
Yeah.
of the city of Springfield because Springfield is so visionary and forward-thinking that they really wanted to make a place in the organization of the city for the arts and the theater. And so it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Many, many large cities don't even put that kind of focus on the arts and music. And so for Springfield to decide to do this, it's a real kudos to Mayor Wakefield and to the City Council, and it's a marvelous thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
Well, the arts are important, as we all know, and they certainly and we're lucky that here I know you're going to have some local singers who will be performing, who, we're so blessed to have such
Absolutely.
talent here that we've got people that want to come and sing, and so I don't know who in particular is going to be in this performance.
Well, let's see. We're singing a choir of about 45 or 50 this time, and so we've got a lot of solos, but we still have 8 or 9 choral pieces.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our local people will be singing.
Yeah.
Gary Vitito will do his John Denver rendition of "Take Me Home, Country Roads."
So
Oh,
incredible.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
He sounds better than John Denver to me, but We have another soloist from Bardstown, Becky Smith, that'll be singing, be featured. Jill
So
Reed, local, she's a musician here in Springfield, teaches at St. Dominic. She's part of a trio that will be doing a Celtic Woman arrangement of Bridge Over Troubled Waters.
Oh, wow.
So we feature her as a soloist.
Great.
Yeah, oh, that's a killer arrangement. Yeah, it's good. And I said Gary, right?
Yes, and Angela.
Angela Crenshaw.
Angela Nance Crenshaw, right?
Will be featured.
Sometimes people don't always know her as Crenshaw, so I
Crenshaw,
have to put the Nance in there.
Thank you. Yeah. I finally got used to saying Angela Crenshaw.
And I'm thinking, who is that?
Yeah. She's featured in a trio with Scott and Mark. It's Animazement. It comes from a musical called Animazement, and she sings the role of Pocahontas from the Disney movie. Mark sings from Tarzan, and Scott sings a part from Hunchback of Notre Dame. So they're each featured as solo, and then they all three come together at the end, and it's extremely powerful.
Wow. I'm sure
Kathy
you arranged
Christian.
all that,
No,
Teresa.
I didn't arrange that one. No.
Well, I know that
Not
you
this
do a lot of the arrangements.
I do.
And I guess you'll be conducting,
I will.
so that's always...
And Kathy Christian does that too.
Yes.
Yep.
Kathy Christian's from Bardstown. She teaches she's a music teacher at Bardstown High School.
Oh, okay.
So she is becoming a regularly featured soloist as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and we couldn't do it without Priscilla Dixon. I mean, she's pretty amazing on the
She's
piano.
our new accompanist.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, she does. She plays beautifully.
Incredibly
Yeah.
gifted.
Yeah. And so that there's a lot of that's going to be very exciting. And I hope that I just wish you were doing more performances.
Oh.
Because if you can't make one of those Sundays, because there's two performances, which will be this Sunday, April the 23rd, and at 3 o'clock at St. Catherine Hall, and then the following Sunday, April 30th, 3 o'clock, St. Catherine Hall. And of course, sometimes you have evening performances, and so
We do, but we have found in the spring, our best audiences attend on Sunday afternoons. We have to always balance between too many performances and not enough in attendance, or
yeah,
so I would rather err on the side of.
yeah.
So that's why the Sunday afternoons. We have found that is a favorite time for concert goers is Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in tickets, you could call 859-481-7094, or you can go online to Central Kentucky Theater, and that's centralkytheatre.com, and order tickets. For adults, it's $15. For seniors, it's $12, and students of any age or any type is free. Students are free, I think I should say.
Yeah. Do you have any students performing this time?
Not this time.
Okay.
We just completed back in March a collaborative effort with the theater, and we had 45 students of all ages that sang with us. And we are planning another performance next April, again with the theater students, and this time we'll feature Broadway.
Oh, how fun.
So we are really excited
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, that's great.
Really, really excited about that.
Yeah. That was a great performance, and it's just so exciting to have the kids involved because they're I think that's one of the reasons that the city, of course, wants to be involved with this. Our young people need to enjoy the arts and get that opportunity. And seems to me that's getting fewer and far between, doesn't it?
Well, it's so great. It teaches them a discipline, and it teaches them teamwork, because we couldn't do this if we weren't working as a team. No one gets through any of these performances alone.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity, and it helps them realize they can do these things. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
And discover those talents they may not have had.
Absolutely. They discover their talents, but I've been known to say many, many times to parents is that when high school stops, the football stops, the gymnastics stop, all of those sports that they've been involved with since they were, but music and the arts will last them a lifetime. It's
Yeah.
something they can participate in for the rest of their lives. And
Right.
so it's a foundation that is everlasting.
And if not participating like me, they can enjoy.
Absolutely.
need my art fix. So, and also, I know that people, you've got a Facebook page, and it says like us on Facebook, and people need to stay in touch with Central Kentucky. I mean, with the Mid-Kentucky Arts, and also I wanted to mention the sponsorships, because those are so important. I know when I get my program, we've got the sponsors in there. So we've got a lot of great sponsors from Washington County and Nelson County and
Yes, we do.
Marion County.
And they are invaluable.
Yeah.
Ticket sales only cover so much of the expenses. And
Yeah.
so for our patrons that sponsor us year after year, generously sponsor us year after year after year, we are extremely thankful and appreciative.
Yeah, yeah. So we just want to, is there anything else we need to mention? Now, Lisa, I hope this doesn't mean this coming home is the first time coming home. So
Or the
that
only
doesn't
time
mean you're
coming
not going to come back. I hope you'll be back again.
Oh, as long as I would be blessed to come back at any time. So
Yeah.
I'm really grateful that they would even think of me as so kind.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, you have
means
a
lot.
beautiful voice, and
thank you.
and anyone who's ever heard you will not forget how wonderfully you perform. So I know they'll be excited to see this performance coming home. Come to St. Catherine Hall, and on this Sunday, April 23rd, or next Sunday, April the 30th, 3 o'clock, to see Lisa, see Teresa, and all of these wonderful performers.
The whole Mid-Kentucky Chorus.
The whole Mid-Kentucky Chorus.
So,
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Elise.
thank you. Thank
Thanks.
you.